Hi, my name is Samuel James Price. I'm known as the Crypto Lifer, approaching 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I've helped thousands of people around the world learn how to trade. You can trade Forex, Bitcoin, the dollar, gold, whatever you want with the strategies in which I teach you, even Tesla, Walmart, wheat, corn, whatever you want. If it's chartable, I can show you how we can find probabilities. Today, I want to go over the basics of TradingView. I use TradingView all the time, but I don't go over the basics. Let's look at a chart when it's very beginning and there's nothing on the chart and it just begins. What you're going to get is there's no indicators, right? Because you're going to get whatever's there. And when you start off, you're not going to know. So how do you even add these indicators? Let's actually just X them all off the screen right now. How do you add indicators? How do you use them to your advantage? What's going on here? Well, the first thing, volume usually comes on its own. See down here, they'll give you the volume. That will come completely on its own. You can add volume if you like, but the volume should be coming up. That's how many people are buying and selling. All right. There's a lot of buys, the green come up. There's a lot of sells, the red came out. Right. And so that's showing how many people are buying and selling. Indication there's divergences in volume. You know, like right now, price is going up, volume is going down. That usually means you're going to get a sell off. So just things to think about, but that's not what we're here for today. Today, we're going to discuss how to use TradingView. First thing we have to do is how do you add an indicator? And what indicators do I use? So we're going to build my chart right now, and I'm going to show you exactly what indicators to add and how we're going to add them. So here we go. We're going to go through all the indicators in which I use, okay? The first indicator we're going to go up to, and how to add indicators. Go up here, see indicators, metrics, and strategies. You're going to see all the weekly and the numbers up here. Some people have them on a downtrend like that, and you can add these and stuff, but we're going to get into everything. The first thing you want to add to your chart is an indicator. The first thing I'm going to add is CBC 5MA DRS. What that's going to be is 5 moving averages, the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. A lot of times I turn off the 80 and the 100, and I just use the 20, the 50, and the 200. Recently, I've been doing that. But when these get close together, it tells me there's likely going to be a big move to the upside. When they get far apart, it tells me there's going to be a move to the downside. Whenever I'm getting into a trade, I'm looking for moving averages to be close together and bunched up. All right. But the idea is the first indicator you're going to add is CBC 5MA DRS. And that's going to add these 5 moving averages to your chart. The 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. If you want to look at them again and see what they are, you go to style and you can see you have white, red, purple, blue, and yellow. And then the inputs 21, 50, 80, 100, and 200. Okay. Secondly, what I'm going to be adding to the chart is a MACD. So the next thing I go and type in MACD. I don't do anything to the MACD. I use the default MACD. MACD is the second indicator in which I use. It comes with 3 things: a red line, a blue line, and a histogram in the middle, and it goes up or down. If it gets to the high point, it's definitely overbought. When it gets down to these low points, it's oversold. Oversold means you would like to open up a long. That means the shorts, the people who are selling are falling off, like the sellers are waning. Overbought means the buyers are waning, and it's a good time to get into a short. Shorting the market is putting money into the market and planning on it going to the downside. You'll make money when the market goes down. Longing the market is putting money when the market goes up and making money that way. So listen, we have CBC 5MA, DRS, and then we have the MACD. The next indicator we're going to use, all right, we're going to go up here, go to indicators, and we're going to type in the RSI, Relative Strength Index. That's going to come too. We're not going to change that. It has a little medium line in the middle, which is a moving average. It's just giving its average. And then it has a dotted line at 70 and a dotted line at 30. When you're above 70, you're overbought. When you're below 30, you're oversold. This is the RSI. Indicator after that, just type in RSI again, but we're going to add Stochastics RSI. And I add this one with divergences by neobutane. It adds a few that you normally wouldn't see, and it's pretty interesting. And it can come in handy here and there. Not always perfect and better on the bigger time frames, but there's a time every once in a while it'll find a divergence that I didn't see. The Stochastics RSI, if you double click it and look at it, now look, you can double click any indicator. Say I just want to see price action, double click it. It'll take all our indicators off the screen and give me price action. Say I want to see the MACD, double click it. It'll only give me the MACD. Say I want to see just the stochastics, double click it. The stochastics are made up of 2 lines, a red line and a blue line, and a dotted line at 80 and a dotted line down at 20. Whenever we're above, we're overbought. Whenever below, we're oversold. This is the idea behind the Stochastics RSI. So these are my main indicators: CBC 5MA, MACD, RSI, and Stochastic RSI with divs. The last indicator in which I add, again, we go up here, we scroll, we touch on it, is the VRVP, Visible Range Volume Profile. It's going to show you where price action likes to sit. If there's a gap in the VRVP, it's likely you're going to move through that area pretty fast. It's like a fair value gap. It means the people don't want to buy a lot in that area. They want to go to the value area lows or highs before they get into a trade. The only thing about the VRVP is it comes pretty choppy, meaning chunky. I like to add a 0 here to the 240. That 0 makes it more lineated, so you can see more of what's happening in the charts. If I go to Bitcoin, this is far more a better visual, really, in a way. And for instance, right now, back in the day when Bitcoin made this huge pump to the upside, I saw this gap in the VRVP, and I explained to everybody on my live stream that don't be surprised if we make a huge pump to the upside, because you have a huge gap here. And whenever you have a huge gap, price can move very, very fast through the gap. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys all the indicators in which I use. Now let's talk about some quick shortcuts, all right? Things that we like to do on the charts fast and easy. One thing I do is see this vertical line. Why do I make vertical lines? Vertical lines, price action goes to the right. So I know price action, whether it goes up or down, is going to cross a vertical line. So whenever I want to be reminded of a coin, or say I'm going over a coin, but I don't want to forget about it, I just slap a vertical line on it. When price crosses that vertical line, so what I do is I hit Alt-V. Alt is your friend. Alt and many letters are going to be your shortcuts. Alt-V is going to make a vertical line. If you right-click the vertical line, you can add an alert there. Hit create. That will create an alert, all right, on the line. And you'll see a little alarm get put out right next to it. And all the indicators, it'll put a little alarm indicating that you have an alert on this line. If you move the line, it should indicate, hey, and you can move it around wherever you want, and that's going to have an alert on it. If you go to delete it, it's going to say, hey, you're deleting something with an alert. Are you sure you want to do that? Right? Just to let you know, hey, be careful. So that's how you add alerts. Now, what about these support and resistance lines? I want to make nice support and resistance lines. Well, you have Alt-H, which makes a line across the entire board, and you can do Control-Z to take that away. Then you have Alt-J. Wherever my cursor is, it'll stop the bar. Alt-J, you see that? That's all. I use Alt-J or H depending. Alt-J if I don't want it going across the whole line. And then you can right-click these, go to the settings bar, and just make sure it has price label. When you do that, you're going to get a yellow bar here to show you exactly what price that label's on. I think that's a good thing to do. I definitely think you want to have that clicked. All right. Then you're going to want to make trend lines, right? Like, let's delete our work here and see. Now you're going to want to make trend lines. Say I wanted to draw a trend line here. I just hit Alt-T, and once I click, the trend line will get made. If I want to click again, I hit Alt-T, 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 and I can draw any trend line I want. If I want to take these away, it's Control-Z, Control-Z, Control-Z. All right. If I want to complete it, look, now I got a trend line. Boom, boom. Now I got a measured move, ready to go. All right. That's Alt-T. If I want to draw a Fibonacci, it's Alt-F, right? Quick. F is for fibs. Alt-F, bang, ready to go. Fibonacci. There's more out there too that I'm probably not thinking about right now. Oh yeah, if you hold shift down and then click on the area, you'll get a measurement tool, and that'll tell you how long it could take for something to happen. Say you want to get up to the upside and you think, price action will go this way, that'll take 177 days. It'll also show you how much things went up. Say you wanted to see how long did it take for Bitcoin to go down, so you'd hit shift, you'd hold this and you'd bring it down and you'd say, well, Bitcoin went down 26% and it took 88 days. Okay. That's shift and then touching the screen. Shift, touch the screen, and then let go of shift, and you'll be able to move this around. I believe that's good for the beginning stages of anyone wanting to trade. So your support and resistance lines, Alt-H or J. If you want to make trend lines, Alt-T. If you want to draw fib, Alt-F. If you want to make a vertical trend line, Alt-V. And there's more too, but that's basically going to get you started. How to add all the indicators and how to use the shortcuts for TradingView. Everyone, if you like this video and you want more information, please come to my live stream, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Fridays, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I can't wait to show you this awesome information and more gems. I will blow your mind with the things that I can show you about the charts. I can't wait to see you at my next video. God bless. Thank you so much.